Welcome back, Glass Cannon Naish, and this is Wicked Empire, our Dungeons & Dragons 5e campaign set on the island of Temple Bay, a den of skullduggery and tomfoolery and insidious criminal chicanery. This is a grim, gritty, action movie inspired campaign where our players are trying to take down a drug operation run by the villain Mother Kana, an Oathbreaker paladin, a traitor to her order. And I'm going to introduce my players again, but first I'm just going to say, let's start with Clare Grant, everybody. Clare, who plays our Tabaxi monk, Fish. You said that there was a question from last time that I didn't answer.
Yes. Yeah.
So I asked everybody last time.
Yeah, you asked everybody last time. Yeah. Like, what's the hardest drug they've done? And you didn't answer.
Just a classic, like, youth group icebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure, that you're not going to get in trouble for. And don't worry. It's just a question.
Well, I was trying to counsel you guys and show you that drugs aren't cool. And that Christ is really, I guess the hardest drug I've done is the love of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hell of a drug.
It's free.
Inside check that.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. No, 1 second.
Well, I really was raised Pentecostal, and I really did speak in tongues at my church.
Is that true?
What?
No.
Yes, I'm not making that up. So
speaking in his love language.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I say that that's a hard drug, you can believe it, you guys, because in church I saw people definitely controlled by suggestions and charm spells. They were flying fast and furious. Now I kind of, I broke free of all that and I do satanic Dungeons and Dragons to rebel. No, I mean, my drug clearly is mayonnaise and I have a problem.
Yum.
So, thank you guys for being so honest about your drug habits. This campaign is also about crime. So, Ross Bryant, have you ever shoplifted or committed a crime or something like that?
Oh my God.
Have I ever done some
Noura,
crimes?
Noura, are you trying to run for a county select man? Why are you so worried?
Trying to get me fired from all my jobs? What is
You're an actress. People think this shit is cool.
Do they? Because I feel like somebody's going to clip this and it's just going to be playing at the worst time in my life.
Could be.
Okay, well, you don't have to. I mean, look, you don't have to. When a Zoftig nerd asks you a question, you don't have to answer. So when Mayonnaise Man interrogates you, you can just hold fast. I'm not going to put you on the spot if you don't want to be, but I also don't understand. Are you going out for the part of What parts would be affected by knowing what kind of crimes you've committed?
I don't know.
Disney.
I don't have an answer for you. Disney parks. What if I was going to? No, it's not going to happen. I don't know.
So they're gonna
I was
be.
What if I'm gonna be like a 12-year-old Disney princess and a new thing? No, it's not. It's not. I'm not gonna be cast for that.
Aren't you worried about all the vampire games you've already played online, where you're like, I drain their life force?
But see that I could be like, I was pretending it was a game.
Yeah, but now I want to know in reality, Ross Bryant, have you ever broken the law?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I think, if you look at me, you probably think, there's a rambler, a gambler, a rule breaker. A late night rider. No, I'm a good boy, Jared. When you said that to me, I know I've probably broken laws since, like traffic laws or whatever, but the story that popped into my head was like being a child and shoplifting from the grocery store and my mom catching me, driving me back to the Food Lion in Hopewell, Virginia, and having me tearfully return the score bar to the manager as I confessed my crime.
Oh, I feel now my heart is breaking for little Ross and his score bar.
Yeah, and also manslaughter.
Okay, yeah, no, I forgot about your manslaughter charge.
Right. Allegedly.
What about you, Sid? Have you ever committed a felony?
No, I can safely say I've never committed a felony, and I have had to answer that question for work-related things. So, like, don't worry, that one's true. But no, Ross, you reminded me. I too, as a child, had shoplifted. I was an older child. I think I was in high school, but I stole. Get this, a single toe ring off of a pack of toe rings from a Walmart and got caught. And I had put it like in a zipper coin purse, and they were like, "Where is it?" And I was like, "This is more embarrassing that I now have to dump out my zippered coin purse and pull out a single toe ring." I think they thought I must have had something way better because they were like, "That's it." And I was like, "Yeah, are you sending me to jail? It's a toe ring." But that was my only time getting caught.
I'm just going to go ahead and warn viewers, listeners, felons out there. Walmart, my dad has worked for Walmart for 30 years. They have the greatest security of any organization on earth.
They took me in this small, dark room. It was actually so scary. They like pull you out. They force you to come into this room full of the TVs. And then they're like, tell us the truth. I was like, man, I could never be a real thief. I'm too much of a chicken shit. I just was too nervous. I immediately was like, here, take it.
Yeah, you almost got like renditioned to a Walmart black site somewhere. They have like their own private army.
They have secret security in those Walmarts. They have people that walk around in civilian clothes just watching for that.
It's fucked because don't steal from mom and pop places, obviously, but also you can't win from the big corps either because places like Walmart will get you. They'll nab you.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, it's cool that you're playing a thief, so you can succeed in fiction at what you failed at in real life. The toe ring bandit strikes again in the world of Wicked Empire.
Embarrassing.
And anybody else want to share? I know that Noura is trying to save herself for her run for county selectman.
It's my political campaign. Maybe 10 years from now.
I feel like you could run and win. Claire, have you ever shot a dude or anything?
Definitely haven't shot a dude.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can tell my story. I can remember my mom taking me by the hand and making me go back into the CVS and give back the box of Depends undergarments that I had stolen. I was 23 years old. No, I haven't done anything. I'm a super chicken shit, and I don't think I've committed any crimes aside from, smoking marijuana when it was legal, and that's maybe it.
So not a crime. That one wasn't a crime.
No, it's not a crime. So we're all a bunch of goody two shoes who are like pretending to be criminals, and that's what's so great about Dungeons and Dragons. Let's get right into the campaign by having somebody recap what happened last time for me, and whoever does that will get a point of inspiration. And you know what? I know someone spent a point of inspiration. Our friend Noura Ibrahim, you spent a point of inspiration for your character Kina, the Tiefling Paladin. Paladin?
No, let's go with Paladin.
Paladin?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's Aladdin, isn't it?
Yeah, I got a magic carpet.
Yeah.
And
Aladdin Paladin.
Yeah.
Okay.
You never had a friend like me.
Yeah. Okay. So, Noura, would you recap what happened last time in as much detail as possible and make sure to remember the embarrassing things?
Okay. All right. I'll be sure to do that. So we started off, we were still in the forest. Bick had just spotted in the distance what we came to find out was a displacer beast. We battled this displacer beast. And as we're setting up for camp, we realized that there is a smell of some blood that was neither displacer beast nor any of us. Mm-hmm. And so I believe Fish was the one to find that out, but Bick had gone to trace that into a cave where we find a very wounded Dr. Milius from the Displacer Beast in the cave who had a journal that Bick had looted off of his body. And then with some help in trying to decipher this strange rambling of writing, I believe you described it as Hunter S. Thompson-like.
That's right.
Yeah, once you get inside the green circle, you can get inside a black circle. And so after resting for the night, we make our way. We fly overhead to kind of survey the drug lab. Didn't find anybody on the outside until we decided to try to lure a guard that was from the inside, bash and steal their belongings, and then
the old bash in disguise gamble.
Yes,
a favorite of Dungeons and Dragons players. Bash them, take their costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old Stormtrooper special.
Yeah.
Exactly. It went smoothly with no hiccups.
No, none whatsoever. We did manage, it was a Dragonborn, I believe, was the first. Yes. And then managed to get their uniform. And then there was a black circlet that was discovered as Bick headed inside to see if there were other things for us to wear, uniforms. Found out that this acted as some sort of password or a key card, is some sort of security measure that all of them
it's a security
wore.
measure.
Yeah.
Just like the jade circlets you found in episodes 1 and 2.
Yes. But without having a password, Bick came back outside, got the password. We found some other uniforms. My notes get a little dodgy here at this point.
Here's where my notes. Here's where they just trail off into personal.
Now it just becomes one-letter words with circles around them. Like, this is important.
Well, you've really got it. I mean, one other guy came out to look for the missing first guy, and you guys took him down and took his circlet and outfit. And then our friends were very, very careful and smart about how they explored. So those that don't have circlets, Fish and Grinson, if we look at our map, I think everybody is on the drug lab map. Yes. Oh, no, dear. Yes. What if I died? Okay, yes. So you're all on the drug lab map. So Fish and Grinson, who don't yet have circlets, are kind of hanging outside. And Kina and Bick have entered in. And Bick is looking at the inventory, the kind of supply that is also protected over here by these sort of magical circles right over here. Yeah. And Kina came over here and discovered that the secret ingredient in the addictive drug Black Rainbow is, in fact, dragon blood, which means that Fish's mentor and teacher is being milked for his blood, and they are adding it to the drug. How horrific. And so I will now set the scene. You are in the drug laboratory, Bick and Kina. Grinson and Fish, you are kind of outside. You can kind of occasionally get a glimpse of your friends, but they're mainly out of your eye shot right now. And inside this drug lab, there's the sound of burbling chemicals and strange machinery kind of making metallic clanks and whirs every once in a while. And we'll start with Bick over here at this sort of inventory system where they have finished product that's kind of ready to go out. And you can see that there are actually different types of vials on these shelves protected by these magical circles. You did figure out the keyword to get into these shelves, which is latch. But Bick, let me know what you'd like to do.
Yeah, I think, well, you said there was like black vials, I think. There's more than that, or it's just like different types of black vials?
Yeah, so there's black vials, and then you notice that there are other types of potions. There are some red potions like the next shelf over that seem to be protected. Yes, and then there are near the black vials. So see in that little row you're at right now where there's like 2 protected shelves?
Yeah.
There's like the black is what's like very near you, and then back here there are like slightly lighter, like it's almost like purpley kind of stuff right over here.
You know what? We did a great intro about what we've stolen, and I'm going to do just that. Bick is going to go in and take 4 of each type and slip them into... I took the dude's robe, so I'm sure there's like pockets and stuff. I'm going to slip 4 black ones, red ones, and purple ones into the robe.
As an elven rogue, it makes sense. Would you please roll your stealth for me, though?
Yeah, sure. Oh, man. Oh! Oh, no!
How'd you roll?
Hold on. It's a 9 total.
A 9 total. Okay. So, Bick, would you please place yourself inside the shelves, kind of rating them? And I'm going to have that a gentleman comes down here and is kind of placing things on the shelves. And then he kind of walks down and notices what you're doing. And he says to you, we have a new order.
Yeah, big one. Could you actually help me? Could you grab some of these?
Yes. Should I get a crate?
Oh, yeah, actually, you'll need 2 crates. This is a big buyer.
Very good. And so he is going to walk back up here to get some crates. I didn't even make you roll for that because it was done so eloquently.
As he does, I put all of this stuff in my pockets as fast as I can.
Okay, great. He comes back with 2 empty crates. And this is when he goes, wait, who's in there? And he's talking about your costume, which is kind of like a kind of hazmat robe that you stole off of. And now he's going to see if he notices that it's soaked in blood, because you decided to put on the blood-soaked one.
But it's blended in.
Okay, he hasn't noticed that, but you are highly aware, Bick, that you are wearing a kind of dripping blood hazmat robe, and now you must roll something to kind of get his suspicion at ease. He's like, who's in there?
All right, I'm gonna... I wrote down the guy's name. Tarnick?
If you roll deception, then you remember it.
Okay, let's see. Okay. That's gonna be... What's my deception? 17 total.
Great. And you win that. So I guess, Bick, you're pretty good at mimicking voices. And you pretend that you are, in fact, Tastek.
Tastek. Yeah, and I talk like Tastek, which I totally remember.
Yeah.
His voice.
Great. And he goes, and now he starts helping you move vials into crates. Meanwhile, let's go over to Kina. Kina, what would you like to do? Actually, you know what would be a great... I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Noura.
Oh, it's fine.
Let me know, guys, what you think your goal is in here, because that will help us all get where we're going faster. So you've got 2 agents inside, but what are they trying to do? And you can talk about that as players. I know that some people call that metagaming, but I think it's good. Or you can just kind of state what your character is trying to do and move on with that. What do you think, Kina?
I would say for Kina, she would... Before finding out what she found out, would just try to figure out how does this whole place operate? You know, just kind of get a lay of, you know, how is this organization structured as best she could? But now finding out that this secret ingredient is Thanu's blood and seeing the piping that had continued on, I would like to follow that piping. So I'm just kind of making my way down this area.
Okay, great. Then as you make your way down there, you can you can just give me an investigation roll, and you can see that you're actually looking at like another worker who's kind of like turning on and off valves on these pipes, and he also appears to be an arcane type with like some sorcery, and he is kind of working on the flow of blood into this tank.
Okay. I rolled 16 on the die, but then with the giving myself guidance, is it added 3, so the 19 total.
Great. That's enough for you to know that the blood is kind of put in here in a certain amounts. Then they kind of move it to the tanks where they add the shadow orchids. And then the tanks have like kind of like other chemicals and weird reagents that you're not familiar with added. And then there's like nozzles on the side that occasionally a guy comes down and fills up like little vials with the drug. And by the way, what he's getting out of there looks black.
When I see him coming to collect the vials, what direction is he walking towards after that? Is he walking towards the opposite side where I saw that Bick was headed? Or is he walking in a completely different direction?
He is walking down now to the shelves to kind of shelf this stuff. You see where he's gone?
Okay.
And you're kind of watching him. And no one's really paying attention to you at present. You kind of know what their process is. You know kind of how the drug is made. And you know that the drug itself, Black Rainbow, is no big surprise. The black liquid.
The black vial.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to continue before heading over to where Bick is. I just kind of want to continue just walking the parameters of this place and seeing if there's any other information I could pick up.
Okay, great. So let's see what else you can pick up. You notice these kind of weird antennae sticking off the side of this dais over here near the valves, and you realize that it's kind of like some sort of security device or trap that does something.
Does it affect the black color at all? Do I feel like any different walking by it?
No, you do. Oh, actually, you do. Actually, when you entered, you felt yourself kind of like the black circlet on your neck kind of vibrate a second. And when you get near these things, which you can see your character is near right now, you feel your black circlet kind of resonate with it a little bit.
Okay.
And you see machinery near this stuff. Like you see like kind of levers and buttons and things.
I'd like to investigate it to see if there's a way I can maybe turn it off.
Ah, very good. If you can give me an Arcana roll, DC 15, you think that you can turn it off.
Okay. And I will give myself guidance for this as well. I'm sorry, did you say Arcana?
Arcana, that's correct.
All right, I rolled a 15 exactly.
Okay, great.
With guidance.
Okay, great. So with your 15, you realize how to turn it off, and you start pulling levers and pushing buttons, and soon, these things go dark. But were you doing that stealthily?
I would like to.
Then give me a stealth roll.
All right. Well, this will be at disadvantage because of my chainmail.
Actually, yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I rolled a 10.
A 10, not quite good enough. And so this gentleman right here notices you've turned the security system off, And he's like, hello? Is that you, Drifted?
I won't answer. I'll just pretend like I can't hear him.
Why is the security off? Why are the wards shut down?
I will still not say anything, hoping that if he comes close enough, I'm going to make an attack.
You're going to make an attack?
Quite like I just want to silence him before other people pay attention to what's happening.
He comes very close, and he's coming so close that you're going to have to make that attack. But right now, we're going to see a short conversation between Fish and Grinson, who are just standing outside.
Yes. All of this tense.
While I just take care of something really, very, very quickly.
Meanwhile, yeah, I think we're on kind of Overwatch, looking in, and as these folks draw close to our friends, it's like, is now the time? No. But perhaps Grinson would be like, very impressive, Mr. Fish. Your skills, it seems, are second to none, despite your rather inebriated aspect.
I mean, it helps. The inebriation. But thank you. I like that cool eye thing that you do at night.
You're the first person to describe it that way. But I must admit I didn't always think it was a gift. But we have to make do with what is given us, don't you agree?
I do agree.
Oh. Looks as though our friend may have gotten into a spot of bother, as I see the little conversation taking place.
Oh, do
next
you?
to the-
Let's actually see if you see it. You can give me a perception roll.
Great. I think that was a 12?
A 12. Okay.
Should I do it?
I think you should. I think it's a great idea.
You're better positioned
in fact, I can
a natural
see,
20.
Yes.
not only a natural 20, you also probably are the one that has the better angle on it, Fish, based on how we have you sitting here. So yes, yes, and yes. So Fish looks into the room and sees that our friend Kina in her hazmat suit is being approached by another sorcerer who seems to be really kind of focusing on her and talking to her intently. So you guys do notice that this is happening. What would you like to do?
I think, yeah, it's
Anything?
the eyes. Very well. I think I might ready. I tell you what I'll do. Okay. If I remember correctly, a pivotal moment of last episode is when Bick said that she was walking in with the journal and also a rock she found. And Grinson, not to be outdone, also picked up a very smooth rock. I would like to remove said rock from my inventory and throw it through the door to create a little clatter to distract the guy who's talking to Kina right now.
Great. Let's just see how good a throw you are. Give me a ranged attack, which would basically be... you're not proficient with rocks, so it's really just a dexterity roll.
Great. Dexterity it is. Here we go.
And if it's over 11, you've done a great job.
I rolled 18 on rock skill.
On rock skill, you can tell me where your rock hits, Grinson.
Great. I want to get this rather inquisitive pest away from our friend. I think I want to throw it in such a way that it almost skips across the blood.
Ooh, wild. Okay, so I'm going to put Grinson in a little bit of a different position here.
Yeah, I think I'd have to kind of scoot myself.
You have to move over to...
kind of over with Fish.
Yeah, like here, there. Yeah. And then you throw it, and it skips across the blood.
And maybe off the
and he's like...
tank.
And then you hear the guy go, "Oh, curses, another volatile reaction. Shut it down. And then he starts moving over to the blood, which the rock is making it kind of sizzle and smoke a little bit. Kina, your friend has used a rock, which, by the way, he made go how many feet? It's not crazy. He made it go yeah. Okay, so he got it in there and he distracted the guy. And so, Kina, you are safe for now. Where are you going?
So is he distracted enough that he's walking away from me?
Yes.
All right. Then I will attempt to... So I've already successfully turned off.
Yes, you have. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try to... If he's walking towards the... So he's walking towards the entrance or towards the rock?
Here's where he is. He's just looking at the blood because he heard the rock went in and he thought that it was the blood kind of having a bad chemical reaction or something like that.
I'd like to kind of dash back to where Bick and Grinson are.
Okay, that makes sense. Go ahead and move your character back to, you mean where Fish and Grinson are, right?
Yes, Fish and Grinson, sorry.
Okay, so yeah, you can dash back there. Great. And you can tell them, of course, that the drug lab is now unprotected.
And that includes the doorway that we're standing in front of.
That's correct.
Great.
Excellent.
All right, it's safe to move in. Apparently the security systems are on the side. And I just thank you for distracting. Seem to have, whatever you did, got him away from me. So thank you for that. But Fish, I'm so sorry. I have to tell you this, and I know you're going to be mad, but the secret ingredient that we were all curious about is it's Thanu's blood.
All of the fur on Fish's body goes straight up, and his tail just starts like waving maniacally behind him. And he looks in the direction of the as far as he can see in there, and he says, "Do you know if he's dead? Are they using him alive or dead?"
I don't know, but we should find out. All I know is that whatever this blood that they're getting from him somehow is being mixed with the shadow orchids and bottled. Those black bottles that you see them carrying. That's the drug. That's the black rainbow.
Perverse. Keep a level head about you, Fish. No matter how personal it becomes.
Fish starts like basically like prancing around in position and can't sit still and is just like ready to go. And it's like, okay, so what next? How many are in there? Do we just take them out now? What do we do?
Meanwhile, the guy that's holding the crate near our friend Bick goes, "All right, taking him over to the pleasure dome."
And I'm doing Tarsik's whatever there's his voice, and I'm like, yeah, for someone named Striga Blackfoot. You know this broad?
Did I do a New Jersey accent for that guy?
Now you did.
Yeah, if memory serves.
Well, listen, I mean...
You were kind of a 1920s gun mall?
Yeah, Harley Quinn. Your deception roll means that you have it right and I must remember it wrong. So he goes, what part of the moo are you even from? All right, yes, this entire order is for one visitor?
I don't know. She's some kind of, she's a satyr. I think you'd know her if you'd seen her, but she's kind of a hotshot, I guess, spending money left and right. You hear about her?
Yes, well, the Pleasure Dome has many people that go in and never leave until their money runs out. And judging by the level of this person's habit, they probably will be out of gold fairly soon. And he starts heading with one of the crates. Oh shit, I made him shrink. Heading with one of the crates to the doorway.
And I say, Yeah, I'll follow you with the second crate, boss. I'm coming up right behind you with that second crate, boss.
Okay, great. But what are you actually doing?
I'm picking up the second crate and I'm walking through the door.
Okay,
23
great.
skidoo.
You're also going to go out the door. Okay, so you're also going to go out the door. So here we go. You carry, yeah. And so, and your friends are in disguise. So in theory, he might not know anything is strange here. And so you guys notice Bick because you know what outfit she was in. And this guy just like carrying crates out of the complex.
And as I walk by them, I say, now might be our move to the Pleasure Dome. I don't really know what's going on. I could put this crate down right now, or we can go.
I can't go until I know if they have Thanu alive or dead in there.
Your dragon?
My dragon. They're draining my dragon. That's the secret ingredient.
This guy needs to know how to drain your dragon.
You guys realize that this entire campaign is based on the popular children's movie How to Drain Your Dragon.
Copyright.
So you've gotten rid of one of the sorcerers. He just kind of just left carrying a crate over to the Pleasure Dome. You think security is off. So what's the move here, guys?
It seems to me that we could question if we were able to subdue the workers that remain here. We might be able to question them as to the whereabouts of the victim of this rather revolting piping.
I believe you're absolutely right. Who threw something into that pile, the magma?
I confess it was me.
Brilliant. We should throw a lot more into that.
Bit of sabotage.
Okay.
Okay, so are you guys going to just continue to sabotage the pool of dragon blood?
Yeah, destroy this whole batch of
Foul the batch.
Foul the batch. Okay, I understand. Okay, so this guy is kind of over there kind of examining the dragon blood. Are you throwing stones from the doorway right now? Are you going inside? What are you doing?
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh no, Ross, you go ahead.
Just so I'm clear, how many we've got these 3 golems, but then there's 1, 2, 3 work folks here that we can see?
Yeah.
Originally 5. Right? And we took out 1 and the other dude just left.
Yeah.
Okay. And the security's off.
Here was my thought, though. I thought if I'm already in costume and I have this crate, I was just going to walk back in and drop the entire crate into the batch accidentally.
Hey, don't hate it.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate it either.
I don't know if it'll explode, but it'll make a distraction, so.
Indeed. Someone should make sure that they are not close enough to turn the security back on.
I think it would. Yes. No, you're right. And then if we do end up taking anybody out, we can hide the evidence by also throwing them in the vat.
Ooh, it looks like all kinds of cool things are about to happen. Let me know who moves in and does what in what exact order, and you can show me on the map where you're going. This guy, by the way, this guy right here by the pool of blood, he now has like when you clean your pool, he now has some kind of like net that he's like keeps putting into the dragon blood, and it like whisks. Yeah, it sizzles, and then he's like trying to pull out whatever has fallen into it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. If
Let's go with the plan of carrying that crate in, and maybe like you want to go talk to that person, you know?
Yeah.
And then whoops.
If you deal with that, then I'll move around to the right, and see that you're not interrupted by the fellow over there.
Perfect.
I'll follow you.
I'll stand guard around where the security levers are, and I'll just attack anybody who tries to stop me.
Okay,
I'm
great.
going to stop anybody who tries to turn it back on.
Well, you guys successfully got in. You successfully turned the security off. So right now, place your characters where you're going to go. The security levers, Noura, are where Kina saw them before, near those glowing blue knobs. Yeah, that's good.
So I'll stay right there.
Yeah, perfect. And Bick, yes, there you are with your crate of drugs. And Grinson and Fish, are you happy there? You can see that you have kind of one combatant right there, and these guys, if they ever activate. Right now, they sit there like inert suits of armor. Okay, great. And so, who is acting first?
I think Bick will going off the plan, and she's going to walk up to the pool skimmer guy who's trying to get the rock out.
Yeah.
And she walks up with the crate of all the vials, clink, 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 and then she kind of sets the crate on the side, like the railing part of where this big pool thing is, like the little fence around it. And she leans into the guy. She's like, "So, did you hear about Jerry? He died. Isn't that crazy?" And as she's like,
what are you doing?
talking, she elbows the crate into the pool.
No! The vials go down into the dragon blood. The dragon blood bubbles. You can already see that it's slightly, whoa, there goes a D20. It's slightly corrosive. It's slightly, incendiary. And when all of those different chemicals go in at once, it starts bubbling like crazy. And suddenly an enormous bubble forms in the surface of the pool. It's as big around as you are, Bick, and it looks like it's about to pop.
I run.
Please make a dexterity saving throw. So will this sorcerer. And he does very well with a 20.
Ooh.
Let's see. I was going to use like my cunning action to do my extra dash. Do you think that gives me... actually, I was going to say advantage, but I rolled pretty good. 16...
Oh, that's
19.
19, that's good. That's enough to get away. As suddenly the bubble pops and this like acidic, dragon blood explodes around the room, spraying people in, I'd say, of the pool, I'd say something like a 60-foot radius. So, or no, I'm sorry, that's too much. A 30-foot radius. But that, unfortunately, that might mean that Kina is hit.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think it does. Kina, you don't get a dexterity saving throw. You just take damage. And is this guy within a 30-foot radius of the pool? I think he is. Wait, let me make sure. He is, right? Yeah, he's within 20 feet. Okay, so you and the sorcerer that were right there get away, Bick. But unfortunately, Kina and this other sorcerer right here get blasted with acid. And we're talking 4d10 damage. Let me roll it right now.
No.
Shit.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah. Hope somebody has some healing ability. Oh, wait. It's the one who's getting blasted right now is the one with the healing ability.
Can I try to shield myself with my shield?
Well, that makes sense, but you said that you were kind of in disguise, so you're in disguise with like a big shield. I mean, let's do this. Actually, I feel bad saying just no. So, let's say...
Can I at least attempt to draw it out?
Yeah, why don't you try to draw it out with a dexterity roll, difficulty 15.
Okay. Guidance. I rolled a nat 20, no joke.
Okay, great.
With a 24.
Holy moly.
I'm going to call that a successful roll, so you only take half of this damage. Altogether, you have 11, 13, plus 6, 19 damage coming at you, so why don't we call that just 9 damage?
Okay.
This guy takes all 19. This guy right here is like, and he's covered in like burning dragon blood that's like burnt his face and stuff. But he is not out of the running, out of the conflict. And now I think that we have a full combat going. So you know what I'm about to ask for? Could everybody please give me initiative rolls? I'm going to roll for my men. Oh, very good this time, finally.
14.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, so 14 for Fish.
I also rolled a 14.
I think Fish is a monk, so he will go before the paladin. So it's Fish, then Kina.
Grinson rolled an 8.
An 8 for Grinson. Grinson, slow and steady, wins the race with Grinson.
Yes, a little winded.
Yes, and I need Bick.
Yeah, Bick rolled a 5.
Bick is a 5. What?
I know.
Bick is spec for. Oh boy. Well, I hate to break it to you guys. I finally did well on an initiative roll, and so my angry sorcerers get to do stuff. And so first, I'm going to make an intelligence roll for one of them. And he's going to notice something if he gets it, and he critical missed. So he doesn't realize that the security system is off and it might be a good idea to turn it on. Instead, he just lashes out. But let's see. He sees that you got hit too, Noura, and you're in your costume. So he doesn't quite know what's going on. So I think that he is just going to kind of right now roll to figure out. He's burning up. His face is all burnt up. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out what he's going to do. He just took 19 damage. I think that he is going to... Oh, I know what he's going to do. I know exactly what he'll do. He runs as far as he can, a dash for something to like heal himself. So he can go here. That's what he does. And you can see he's heading over to the potions over here. Right? Like he wants...
Yeah. Would I be able to get an opportunity attack if he was running past me?
Well, he wasn't right.
Far?
He wasn't within 5 feet of you. He wasn't he wasn't engaged with you yet. So I think he gets over here. That's his turn. This guy, I'm going to give this guy an intelligence roll to see if he can figure out what's going on. You guys have really actually handled this really clever, but this guy's a smarty pants. And he realizes that the security system is off. And then he is going to see if he's got the distance to get over to these controls. And only if he dashes. But I don't think it's a free action to turn the security system on. So but he is going to go ahead and dash over here to try to turn it on, where Noura is, her character's at, where Kina is at. And Kina, not realizing that you are an enemy combatant, he is standing right beside you as he tries next turn to turn the security system on again. Oh boy. And now let's go to this man right here. Our good pal, the one that knows that something's up, the one with the British accent. And he knows who did this as well. And he is going to go ahead and open up with an attack. And he is going to cast. Let's see. Oh, Scorching Ray sounds good, everybody. And he's going to cast it against Bick. So here we go. Scorching Ray. He makes 3 rays of fire and hurls them at a target within range. He can hurl at one target or several. He only knows that Bick is a bad guy now. And so here comes his spell attack against you, Bick. Get your AC ready. He's going to roll first. A 12 versus your AC.
Ha! Does not hit. Also, how does he know I'm a bad guy? I made really great casual water cooler conversation and accidentally pushed the crate in.
You mean when you said, hey, check this out, buddy, and then elbowed it in?
No, I said, did you hear about Jerry? I was trying to talk about Jerry.
Okay, this is what he says as he throws rays of fire at you. There's no Jerry working here.
There's no Jerry.
In his Loki voice, that time he rolled a 22 versus your AC.
Well, that one hits. That one does hit.
That one hits, and he does 2d6 damage with that one. And that is 9 damage.
Hachi-machi.
He lets loose with the third one. And that one is only a 12 versus your AC. A miss as well. Okay, so he hits you with one Scorching Ray. But he hasn't been smart enough to realize he should probably do something about security as well. He's just intent on hurting Bick right now. And so that is the end of the sorcerer's turns, because I believe you guys took out the rest of them. Very, very smart play to get rid of some of them. And so now we come to Fish in the water.
Fish sees Bick over there and a little bit of a little tough, so he's going to run over there, and with his bow staff, or quarterstaff, he's going to first he's going to just attack him.
Great.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit.
Can I use my inspiration to roll again?
That's a good idea.
Um, 22.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Okay, so first I'm going to hit him with my quarterstaff. And do 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a key point to do flurry of blows on him and like claw him, maybe like just across the chest with the first one.
I imagine when Fish does this, it's like he hits with the bow staff and then his tail takes the bow staff so he can work with his claws for a little while.
I love that. That's brilliant. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So with he tries on the first one and he misses that first swat and he gets really angry and he tries again. And he got 18.
18 is a hit.
Okay. And then that's for 5 damage.
Great.
And because I used a key point, I get 1 more unarmed attack or use it with a monk weapon. So I'm going to swing my tail back around and put it in my claws, and I'm going to hit him 1 more time with my monk weapon. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
Okay.
But you're kung fuing the shit out of him, Fish.
I am.
You're battering this guy. So he comes forward and he throws fire at Bick, who's kind of like, cheesing it. And then suddenly there's this cat on top of him, hitting him with a staff and 2 claws. And you've really knocked the air out of him a little bit. Anything else? I think that's your whole... Can you move still?
Yeah, I can, because I use flurry of blows. So now I'm going to do some backflips, because I can do that because I'm a cat. And I'm going to backflip my way out of the way over here by the stairs on the other side.
Very, very smart. Okay. And keep in mind, these containers here also kind of give cover because they're like big, tall, they're like, 6 or 8 feet tall, big tubs. Okay, very good. So you're kind of back behind cover there. And now we come to Kina. It's your turn.
So that the other sorcerer did not realize at that point that I was a saboteur, right?
No.
He was running over towards the gears for the security.
Yeah, that's correct. So, yeah, the one ran away because he had been splattered with dragon blood and is like trying to look like, to the eye wash station. But the one that just ran over near you, he seems to know that he needs to get the security system on and is not clocking you as a combatant right now.
Okay, I'm going to run up to him and I'm going to say, "Oh my God, are you okay? Here, let me deal with the security. You should really go warn the others." But when I say you should really go warn the others, and I'm going to stab him with my longsword, also while casting Divine Smite on him.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Okay, so here's what I want. I want you to give me a deception roll, and if it's successful, I'm going to give you advantage on the attack roll.
Deception is a 19.
Woo!
Yes.
Let me roll.
Nice.
These guys are smart. Let's see how they do.
I forgot my guidance too. I forgot it this time.
You don't need it. He only rolled an 11 to realize you're lying to him. And so he thinks that you are one of them, or he's confused enough that you're able to get in and attack with advantage.
So with advantage, okay. Well, that's a 23 to hit with advantage.
Is a hit.
And it's 11 points, and then with the added divine smite. Wait, sorry, got a math here. 18 points total.
So, Keena is like, hey, I can take care of this security. Yeah, fuck you! But actually not fuck you, because it's a divine smite. So what does Keena scream when she's smiting someone with divine wrath?
My vengeance is valid! My vengeance is valid!
Okay, now I'm starting to get Keena. She gives guidance. She sort of, has a lot of positive affirmations. And right now she's saying, it's okay for me to feel this way. It's okay for me to need vengeance.
You gotta channel it into something positive.
Speak your vengeance into the universe.
Right.
Exactly.
She's like a demon-blooded.
Be the vengeance you wish to see in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a damned tiefling, but she's working with it. She's working through it.
Yeah.
Okay, so great.
Think global, act vengeful.
Yes, and you certainly have. You have smoked this man for 18 damage, which is a big old pile of it. And that brings us to our friend Grinson.
Yes. Very well. Okay, I think, Grinson steps back. Dunk there, just like steps back so he can see the one worker who was burned by the bubble running towards the eye wash station, but he can also see the sorcerer who scorched Bick on the other side of the room. And I spend a sorcery point and cast a twinned spell as Grinson spreads his hands and two spheres are conjured in each palm. And maybe if you've seen something like this, it would normally be very colorful. One might say chromatic in its orbular form. But when Grinson does it, it's almost as if color and light just is absorbed by the darkness, the palpable darkness of these black holes that fly out towards both of these bad boys.
Okay, you shoot your chromatic orbs towards these bad boys.
Oh, buddy. Okay, I rolled terribly for both. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to spend an inspiration to reroll one of them. That's okay.
A good idea, yeah.
Great. So one of them is a 14 and the other is a 21.
14 and a 21. The 21 hits. And we'll call the 21, which one did you get the 21 against? I think it's actually, let me just roll a die and I'll tell you.
Great.
Yep, it's Red Boy.
Okay.
That's the guy in the red cape.
Okay, red cape. Mm-hmm. Old Ronnie Red Cape. Okay, here we go. Then, let's see how much damage. All right, he takes 13. He just got corroded. Let's say this is still more acid damage, insult to injury.
Okay, great. You blast him with the sphere you send across the room. It goes green right before it hits him, and it splashes into acid all over him. And he's like, "Why? How again? Why is this?" And he's continuing to sizzle. But the other sphere goes floating past the head of this sorcerer down here, and now he clocks Grinson as an enemy combatant as well. He sees you, Grinson. He knows you're there.
But I think I still have a little bit of move left, and I'm going to get cover behind the vat.
Very good. Very smart. Okay, so then it is Bick's turn.
All right. Bick, okay, does Bick have any idea? I know that guy was running towards the supply for healing. Did Bick clock any of those potions when she took them that, the red potion is a healing potion,
Exactly. So, I think that because you, Sydney, the player, figured out that the red potion's a healing potion, I'm going to allow Bick just to know it without any kind of roll. It looks like, yes, the red potion is healing potion. Did she take all of the healing potion? You said you were kind of emptying out the shelves, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so let's just have like a little thievery roll to see if you got all of it, if he even has anything he can grab over there. Let's just call it sleight of hand.
Okay.
And it's only a difficulty of 11 because we're just seeing if something happened earlier. But if you got over 11 on your sleight of hand roll, you took all of the healing potions from over there.
Amazing. No, I'm not going to get it. It's 5.
Okay, so you sort of ransacked the place, and there might be something left over there for him. You actually only have 3 healing potions in your crate right now that you can see.
Okay. I am going to then first take a shot at the dude who's like kind of green glowing hand is the one who just shot me, correct? With the
that's
ray?
right. Yeah.
I'm going to take a shot at him with my crossbow. Let's see. 18 to hit.
18 to hit. That is a really, really good hit. And you may do your damage.
That's going to be 6 damage with my crossbow. And then I am going to move away from this guy. Don't like him. I'm going to move behind Fish and Grinson. Actually, yeah, I'll move behind Fish and Grinson just to get a little more cover, I guess. And then I'm going to sip one of those red vials.
Ah, very good. Let me see which type of potion it is. I need a D4 here.
Oh no, wait, is it not just a healing potion?
Well, there are some healing potions, and then there are some other things that are red, but let's see. 4. Okay, great. And then...
Y'all, this is cheer wine.
It could just be cheer wine. You never know with me. I like to put sodas into my magical items that you might find. No, let's see. You found a potion of greater healing. So
amazing.
That's really good. And so a potion of greater healing does... It restores 4d4 plus 4 HP. 4d4 plus 4 HP.
Hell yeah. I will do that math, and I will do it on my own.
Okay, very good. So that was our party, and now we come back to our sorcerers, our enemies, and so this guy has just gotten stabbed. Now the question is, does he still go for the security system, or does he deal with the woman stabbing him? And I think that in order to stay alive, he thinks I should probably deal with the woman stabbing me. Let's see. I think that what would be a great thing for him to use on our friend? I think that he's just going to try to hit her with... Damn, this is tough because she's already engaged with him, so he's kind of in deep shit in general. No, you know what? This guy's too much of a chicken shit. He uses his action to disengage.
Oh.
And then he kind of like is going to rethink it. He's going to go up here 30 feet. Yep, that's where he's going to go. And he's going to
get an opportunity attack then?
No, because he disengaged.
He
was careful.
Okay.
Yeah, he was careful. He didn't just like run from you. He like disengaged, and he's going to get some higher ground so that next round he can actually, get you out of the way by fighting at a distance. So he's basically going back. Actually, he's going to get cover. Actually, he can't get cover. He can't get cover because he just didn't have enough distance. That's okay though. He likes where he's at. Yeah, that's 30.
Point of clarification though.
Yeah.
I don't know, because it might make a difference depending on who you're fighting, but instead of saying that like the 18 total, like it was 11 slashing and 7 radiant damage. I don't know if that...
Yes, you mentioned that via chat, and that doesn't change what has happened. So, yeah, these guys don't have... But thank you for bringing that up, because sometimes the type of damage does really matter a lot, actually, sometimes. So, okay, so this guy, so our next man, Mr. Red Cloak over here, he runs over here. He says, latch, the wards go down, and let's see if he can find a healing potion and drink it. Latch, I'm going to saying latch is a free action for him. So, but finding the healing potion and drinking it, that's a full action. Let's see if he can do it. He needs an investigation roll that goes well, or a perception roll, and it does. He just rolled a 14, which I think is enough for these guys who know what they're looking for. And he pulls it out and he drinks it, and let's see what kind of healing potion was left for him. Okay, just a regular healing potion. So he actually only heals 2d4 plus 2. And I'm going to go ahead and roll that for him and see how that goes for him. And he got 8 damage restored to him.
Oof.
All right.
Crafty devil.
Yeah. He's crafty. Okay. And then what? I have one guy left here, don't I? Oh yeah, the guy that's like knows what's up. The man with the British accent, probably the leader. He is going to move down here, and he's going to use the armor as sort of cover, and he's going to hit you with another Scorching Ray. But look, he has 3 targets. He has 3 targets, and he has line of sight on all of you. Here he goes. First, attacking Grinson. Why do my D20s keep going off the table?
Run away.
Okay, here we go. I don't count it if it rolls off the table. Here we go. Oh, Natch 20, Grinson.
Oh, no.
That's real bad. He does
Unfortunate.
2d6 damage, so I think that he automatically does 12 damage against you. And now rolling against Fish with his second. I cannot believe this.
Can I use my key point to dodge?
I think you have to do it on your turn. Am I mistaken about that? Is it like, because a dodge is usually activated? It's not a reaction, is it?
Okay, no, it's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action. I'm sorry, Fish. And I'm also sorry that he just scored another natural 20.
Oy vey.
Did 12 damage to you. This is fire damage, in case that matters, everybody. And I got a hot die here. Now he's aiming at our friend Bick with his 3rd Scorching Ray. And that's a 3. Oh, Bick, you're the one he most wants to hurt and the one he most is missing.
You got his head.
I'm going to give him a little cover behind that. I'm going to say he has half cover behind that armor, that robotic golem, which nobody has managed to turn on yet. Okay, so that is their turn. That's all 3 of them, right? Oh, and the battle is really going in favor of the sorcerers now. What's going to happen next? Let's go to Fish in the water.
Well, Fish is very upset right now that he just got hit with so much damage, on top of learning that, his sensei basically is here somewhere being drained. So he's gonna yell real loud, "Fish in the water!" and take his quarterstaff in his tail while he runs over here, and then swings the quarterstaff around to the front so he has it, and is going to attack with the quarterstaff.
Go for it.
I rolled a natural 1.
Okay,
Man.
so
Dang
a
it.
natural 1, that's really bad. So
turns.
what I'm going to rule is, Fish, maybe your rage has blinded you, but I think because you rolled a 1, which is a critical miss, I'm going to say you probably can't spend key points or do anything else this turn.
Can I use my I still get one extra unarmed strike though.
Okay, yeah, that's a normal thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll just say no key points, but you can use your extra unarmed strike.
And I'm never rolling with that dice again. All right, this one is a 22.
A 22 is a hit.
It's a hit.
Get him.
All right. Oh, it's just a 5.
Just 5 damage? Okay.
Yes.
All right, well, it's not nothing. It's not nothing. So this guy is kind of grinning at you now, too, by the way. He's kind of like...
Don't care for that.
This might be their commander. He's definitely the most effete of them all. And now, so Fish, you just kind of slash him across like his robes, and that's when he grins at you. And then we come to Kina.
I really want to keep guard of this thing. Is he within 60 feet of me?
He is, I believe. Yeah, he's within 60.
All right. I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on him then.
Great. Okay. So Toll the Dead, just describe how that works for me. He makes a save, right?
Yeah, he's going to make a wisdom save.
Okay, great. His wisdom save.
And so I kind of just point at him. And when I point, this like really ominous bell sounds.
Okay, so I can tell you that he just rolled. I would never sleaze you like this. I just rolled a natural 20.
Jeez.
So I think the bell starts sounding, and this guy just starts going like. And like all of a sudden the bell goes like quiet, like it fades off into the distance, like his magical protections are keeping him completely safe. And so Toll the Dead does not work against him. Would you like to move or anything like that? I think you said you didn't want to, right, Kina?
I don't want to. I want to guard this thing.
That makes sense. Nice try, Kina, but the sorcerers are suddenly rallying after you guys had all of that smart play to get rid of half of their forces and to get that security system off. They're suddenly rallying, and now it is time for Grinson to have his day.
Yes. Now it's time. It's Grinson's time. So looks like I might have line of sight on this guy since he's tangling with.
You do.
Great. I'm going to try this. I'm gonna cast Hold Person on this fool.
Ah, okay, great. So his cover won't be affected because I believe Hold Person, he needs to make a save, right?
That's right. He just has to be someone I can see, so I can.
Okay.
I see you. Yeah, you've got to make a Wisdom save.
Actually,
14.
what he's going to do when you start to cast that is he's going to cast Counterspell.
What a certified dingus.
Yeah,
That is a dick move.
He's a real dingus. Okay, so it is a reaction, which you take when you see a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell. I think that's all fair. Mm-hmm. You attempt to interrupt the process of casting the spell if the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower. Is this a 3rd level or lower spell? Hold Person? It is. Its spell fails and has no effect. So he has cast Counterspell and stopped you from holding person. It's a straight up sorcerer battle here in the drug lab, everybody. Oh, I love it when my little toys do their work correctly. And now, Grinson.
So there's like a pulse in the air. He's like, oh, no. Yeah. Veins are standing out in Grinson's like broad and expansive forehead.
That's right. And all you get is a little bit of a headache, Grinson, but no Hold Person is brought into reality. And now it's up to our thief, Bick. What do you do?
Bick seeing this, Hope was relying on Grinson, a magic user, to do some magic stuff because Bick's not good at that. But seeing that this is going awry, she's going to turn around and run toward that sorcerer that Grinson just tried to cast on. She's going to run up behind one of these suits of armor golems, and she's going to pop her head around and say, "You see me, can't you?"
Yes.
And then I'm going to cast Misty Step and immediately land behind them, sneaking behind them, and I'm going to do a sneak attack from behind with my crossbow.
Is Misty Step a bonus action? It is, right?
It is.
Oh, very nicely done.
Wow,
okay,
wow.
Sneak attack is in effect, and that was so tricksy that you can actually have an advantage on your attack. I think he was highly confused by what you just did to him. You poked your head out and was like, hello, and then poof. Yeah.
Good thing that was with advantage, because the first one was a 4, but the second one was a natty 19. So that's going to be 19 plus. I mean, that hits, right?
Thwap. It hits, absolutely.
Sweet. All right, so that's going to be 3d6 damage. Oh, natural 6. 4. 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. Okay. Really, really nicely done, Bick. Your bolt hits him in the back, and he turns like, how dare you, elven witch!
I thought you saw me. I told you.
And now we go to, I'm afraid it's their turn again. So let's start with my boy up here, who wants to get to that security system and make things hard for our heroes. He is going to aim something at Kina, whom he does have line of sight on. Yeah, he does. Yeah. And let's see, what is he going to use against her? He thinks that he's probably safe to cast a fireball.
Uh-oh.
How dare.
Oh my.
How dare. Here we go, everybody.
That's awful close to an awful lot of incendiary
Explosive
dragon
things.
core.
There's lots of flammable
It
stuff
is
around
close
here.
to a lot of Dragon Eye Core. Okay, so each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a dexterity saving throw. Noura, you want Kina to make this because you take 8d6 fire damage on a failed save. Can I have that dexterity saving throw? And the DC for that is going to be a...
Got an 18.
That's a success.
Yes.
So
God.
on a successful save, you still take damage, but it's not quite as much. Half.
Yeah.
So you're going to take 4d6. Here it comes. You ready?
Oh my goodness.
And I have to do something because he's being a little reckless and stupid by setting it off near that dragon ichor. And these. Okay, so you only take 8 damage from it because you kind of get down in time. So he gets up on the high ground and he's like, and this giant ball of fire smashes down, and Kina manages to like make her wings go limp and get down like before it burns her. But now I'm going to roll something. I'm going to roll a d20, and if he rolls below an 11, if he rolls a 10 or lower, I think that he has set something off. And here we go.
Oh no.
Guys, I rolled a 18. Nothing has exploded yet. Although, Kina, you do notice the dragon ichor bubbling, like suddenly sizzling like a grill at like a McDonald's. Yes,
Riddle
Princeton.
me this, Jared. Did that fireball knock out the security system for keepsies since it landed so close by?
I will roll a die for that. And if you you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll. And you're gonna roll, if you roll a 15 or above, it did. That's just a chance.
There are so many OSHA violations in this place.
What is that? A 20?
That is a 20.
You piece of shit. Okay, it works. So not only did this idiot take out the security system that he was seeking to turn on, but he has also almost blown, well, it wouldn't have blown him up. See, he's back here and safe. So really good. I mean, really, really, really smart Ross finagling. D&D is all about finagling with your dungeon master, everybody. Trying to get him to give you what you want. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's go to the next sorcerer. Yes. And the next sorcerer is going to be this guy that got healed. Okay, he is going to move and attack. He's done healing now. He can kind of do some stuff. So he moves 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here's Grinson. Yeah, he comes down here and sees Grinson, and he notices Grinson casting spells and stuff and thinks, this is interesting, and he's going to attack Grinson.
Unfortunately.
He's going to attack Grinson with a Cone of Cold. All right, here we go. Cone of Cold. So, for Cone of Cold, he's creating a 60-foot cold. You must make a Constitution saving throw, Grinson, or you will take 8d8 cold damage.
Okay, what do I have to hit?
You have to hit a 14 or above.
I'm going to spend my point of inspiration.
Sorry, 15.
Wait, no, I already spent it. I already spent it.
Can I give him mine?
Yes, you can give people inspiration.
I will give Grinson my inspiration, and my.
But I just rolled a 1, so.
Your reroll was a 1?
No.
Oh,
my original roll was a 1. So if I don't get to reroll, Grinson's in bad shape.
My inspiration in the moment is going to be, Grinson, if you fuck up this mission, I will have you personally killed. And that's my inspiration.
That inspires me.
Oh, that's very inspiring. But my reroll, it's Constitution's one of my best ones too. It was just a 12.
It was only a 12, and you needed a 15 or above. And
that's right. Thank you, Sydney.
These are the times that try men's souls, because I basically had this guy use the most powerful spell in his arsenal, his Cone of Cold. This guy was trying to be careful because he knows the Cone of Cold won't set off these tanks right here, which are, he's trying to, and so he uses his Cone of Cold, and he does 8d8 damage, and guys, he does a total of 37 damage to Grinson.
Oh.
Wow.
37 damage?
That's correct.
Is he... Oh, what's your total? Oh, no.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Oh, no.
Okay, okay. Hold, please.
Yeah, I think I may have just killed one of our characters.
That is negative my current max HP.
No!
Are you kidding my ass right now?
No, my HP is 23. I was at 11 because of the scorching, because of the double damage Scorching Ray. I'm now negative 26. There's one way. Now, I've never played a Shadow Sorcerer before. I have this feature called Strength of the Grave. When damage that isn't radiant or from a critical hit reduces you to 0 HP, you can make a charisma saving throw, DC 5 plus the damage taken. The damage taken was 37, so, I mean, that's
DC
impossible.
5 plus the damage taken, yeah, it's impossible. Well, tell me what it does.
DC 5 plus the damage taken on a success, you instead drop to 1 HP.
DC 5 plus the damage taken?
So the DC, I just took 37 damage, is that right?
That's right.
So I would have to hit 42 on a charisma save.
There's only one other way for this to work. Is if you roll a d20 and you roll a 20. Now the chances of that are really low, but I would say if you critted, your Strength of the Grave would save you.
Okay, so it's a one or nothing. If I get a 20, Strength of the Grave somehow activates. If not, Grinson is deceased.
That's right.
I'm not going to use my digital one. This is going to be au natural. Okay. So, Bick, you say, like, if you do this, I'll fucking kill you. And, Grinson, turns to you and it's like, you see, the shades drop and he gives you, a little wide-eyed wink as he turns back and then blasted as he's, striving forward to, get in the way of this thing as, frost is caking him and just, icicles are blasting backwards off him, and it's like, I've lived half way in death half my life. I didn't think it would be now, but in a way, as he draws up close to this guy, like, I have to, as he's like touching him, like, just like in this gale force ice wind, I have to thank you, as he becomes an icicle and is just frozen, a stiff Sub-Zero corpse.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
My God.
Grinson
What?
is dead.
Oh my God.
Like dead,
Like dead, no saving throws, no.
No,
death-
there's
no
no
death
death
saves.
saving
Negative
throws.
HP. It's like
Negative HP.
no saves.
So
what?
it's up to the rest of you to take down these 3 sorcerers and get out of here, or you could retreat, or you could. I don't know what you're going to do, but Grinson, who brought you all on this mission, the Obi-Wan, if you will, has fallen.
Can I realize I'm probably out, but I'll interject. I'll interject maybe later.
Okay, yes, you can please hang out and please interject. And I also want to say that, when I run a Dungeons and Dragons game, sometimes people die, and I wasn't trying to just destroy him with the most powerful spell I had. The guy was just trying not to blow up a tank.
I don't.
But man,
I feel
what a
bad.
great scene. What a great scene. No, don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad, and we'll make a new character, and
Yeah.
we played Jared in a D&D game for like 3 years, where we had characters dropping like flies.
Yes.
And my character stayed alive the whole time. I was due for a fall. Grinson was an old half-elf. He's seen many things with those dark eyes, and he always knew this espionage life is a rather squalid business. There's no nobility in death. It comes swiftly when you least suspect. And you can only hope at the end that you made something of a difference. I got a little bit of a team together. Do me proud.
Bick, you were the one that just told him not to fuck it up, and now you watch him die, and now it's your turn.
I think Bick is shocked. I mean, obviously, Bick was really truly relying on Grinson, and that was a half joke, like, don't fuck it up. You're magical and powerful. And I think Bick just like shocked goes, no. And also, Grinson was the one who hired her. So immediately she's also like, this entire mission is fucked because the dude who brought us on is dead. And how am I going to get paid? And how are we going to prove that we didn't turn on him? So I am like, thoughts are racing. And Bick runs to this other suit of armor golem that was at the entrance, and she's going to pick it up and run towards the pool and throw it into the pool out of anger, hoping to create another splash zone and then run away as her dash action.
So she's going to run and throw more stuff into the pool? What is she throwing in? I'm sorry?
The suit of armor golem.
Oh, it's very, very heavy. Give me a strength roll, DC 20.
Okay, no, never mind. I don't do that. maybe she tries to pick up. She's in the moment. She's like, he just died. She's like, oh! She's like, fuck. Oh, holy
I love
shit.
it. Like one tear, and then it's like,
I thought I'd have the adrenaline of losing someone in the moment, but it's not kicking in properly. I don't think I'm that upset about it. Sorry, I can't really lift that one, so I'm just gonna turn to the same sorcerer and take a shot with my crossbow.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
It's too heavy. They've got a real... I thought it was a light, empty suit of armor. Correct. 18 plus
Hit.
5. All right. It's gonna be another d6. That's gonna be 8 points of damage.
That's great.
And then I am gonna now I'm going to use my dash action, and I'm going to run, and I'll do an acrobatics or if you want, but I'm going to climb onto the center tower. What are they, like generators? Towers?
They're more like tubs or like canisters. Like they're filled with the drug.
Oh, are they enclosed? Can I get on top?
You can get on top. You can
Okay,
get on
okay.
top. So you as long as you have, I'll let you just climb it if you have like 10 feet of movement to spare there.
Yeah, then I'm good.
Okay, you do. Okay, great. So yeah, you're on top of it. So you smash him for some more damage, and then you kind of like skitter away as Bick is wont to do, and get into a spot where he can't quite see you. He doesn't quite have line of sight on you anymore. And that is Bick's turn, and then we come back to the sorcerers. So this guy is pretty upset that he has. Basically, this guy over here is so upset that he's turned off the entire security system, and he starts saying, "Run! Get help!" And now he is going to continue to attack our friend Kina, and he is going to go ahead and roll another spell. And I think that this time the spell he's going to use is Scorching Ray. So he's throwing 3 Scorching Rays. Wait, does he have line of sight against anybody else? Let's see. Can I see that he has more? Well, it doesn't. Nope. Oh, yeah, he sees Bick. Okay, yeah. So he's going to shoot 2 at Kina and 1 at Bick. Here comes the one at Kina, or the first one at Kina. That is going to be a 17 versus your AC, Kina.
Nope.
Kina, heavily armored, you tiefling. Okay, and then the next one doesn't do it. So he misses Kina twice, and then sees Bick climb up on the this guy's the stupid one. We've established that, right? He fires a Scorching Ray at the canister that Bick is on top of.
Oh my god.
He rolls a 20 unmodified, a modified 20. Is that a hit?
Yeah.
He does 2d6 damage. He does 9 damage to you, Bick, and now I roll, and if he rolls an 11 or above, the canister explodes. He rolled a 6.
Would have had 2 dead characters.
Yeah, well, I would have given you a dex save, Bick, but yeah, no, I mean, we could have. We still could.
We still could.
That's this idiot's turn. He's a nasty bit of work. This guy is really worried about Fish, because Fish is up close and personal and has claws and a quarterstaff. And this guy, he don't like it very much. So he's going to, and he hears the other guy go, "Run for help!" Let me just see what he can do here. Okay. Yes, I'm just making sure. Okay, great. Okay, so this guy that's kind of the commander that's been fighting with Bick and these guys, he is going to start casting something, and then suddenly you see him kind of start to blink in and out, Fish. This guy who's undoubtedly the commander of these scientists, this guy who's been draining the blood from your master, starts to wink out of the room. Like you can see him kind of falling back into kind of a door of light that he's created. Yeah, he is going to cast Dimension Door. And he has a range of 500 feet. And so this guy, he doesn't like his odds, and he escapes far, far, far out into the night somewhere. He's gone to get help. What a jerk. What a jerk. I'm taking him completely off the map. Okay, so now that leaves 2 sorcerers and 1 sorcerer that hasn't acted yet. This one has finished freezing Grinson. He smiles and comes over here to mess with Fish. And he's going to mess with Fish using a... let's call it Scorching Ray. Here it comes, Fish. The first one. He's going to use all 3 of his Scorching Rays on you. Here's the first one. Boom. That's a 16 versus your AC.
I have a 16 armor class.
Damn it. Here comes the damage. It is 6.
Wait, isn't it in my favor if it's right?
No, if he equals your armor class, he hits you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's 6 damage.
Okay, well, I'm down.
Oh, damn. Okay. So once Fish is down, this guy, he uses a little bit more of his movement. He's looking for more targets. Kina, you got to decide. Kina and Bick, you got to decide what to do here. Fish is down. Grinson is dead. But that's that guy's turn. I don't think he kind of quite gets around to seeing Bick or seeing Kina yet. As this dude has taken out 2 of your people. So I want to know. I'm going up to the top of the order again, and it is now Kina's turn because Fish is down.
That sorcerer that took Fish down is not in my line of sight, correct?
Let's see. Actually, he might be now. Yeah, he is. He is now.
Okay. So if I was able to notice that happening, I'm going to cast a hunter's mark on that sorcerer. Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna hit him with a crossbow.
Great. Let me put a hunter's mark on him. A little death's head that says you've put your mark on him. And there it is. And hit him with the crossbow.
All right. That was a 22 to hit with the crossbow.
That's a hit.
9 points of piercing damage plus an extra 1 point. The hunter's mark. And 7.
These guys have armor. They've undoubtedly put some magic protections on them when they work in here. And so your bolt is in his chest plate or whatever. And you see him continuing to try to cast. And now he has you in his sights. Now we are going to go to our next person in line, which would be Bick. The only 2 people left.
Bick is going to, staying crouched on top of this canister, shoot her crossbow at this guy as a sneak attack because he can't see her.
That's correct. Absolutely. Go for it, Bick.
I think that's gonna hit. That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And then 3, my extra d6. Wait, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 damage. Really well done. Okay.
Avenge me!
Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there. This guy now has like 2 bolts in him, and he's like, like bleeding out his mouth a little bit as he still continues to make the somatic parts of his like spell casting. And that is both of your turns, and now it's their turn again. This guy's gonna start with he's like, "You'll never escape. I don't know what you're trying to do. If you're trying to steal product, you'll never get off the island." Nobody wants to parlay? Okay. He's like, fine! And he starts casting again. And he will cast...
All right, Bick says, wait.
Yeah.
Bick says, I'm still hiding. Or maybe he could see me. That dude can see me, I think. But Bick says...
Yeah, he can see you.
We're not trying to steal. Let's make a deal.
He's like, I'm listening.
Striga Blackfoot is on this island with mounds of gold. I came here to get my share back. I'm a headhunter. She's my head. I'm hunting her. I've got no problem with you. I want nothing to do with the drugs, but I will give you a cut of the gold.
Oh, wow. Interesting. The only problem is, okay, give me a persuade roll.
Okay. I just thought of this off the top of my head. This is truly in the moment. I did not know if this was going to work.
No, we can try it.
Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, that's pretty good. Let's see how this guy does. Okay, so he's like, I'm interested. Hold off. Levin, hold off. And he's talking to the guy that's taken out 2 of your guys. And this guy stops, and combat stops for a minute, and he climbs down, and he's like, tell me about this Striga Blackfoot.
She's a satyr. She's magical. And she's rich. What more do you need to know?
So you want me to tell you where she is on the island, and then you are going to give me half the gold.
I'll give you her share that she won't need anymore because I'm going to kill her.
His friend kind of walks over to here and is listening to both of you. And now I'd like insight rolls from Bick and Kina.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You see him exchange a meaningful glance with his sorcerer companion, and the thing that you realize, Bick, is that the sorcerer companion is going to try to like fix this security system.
I got a
With
17.
Yeah, Kina, you realize it too. With like a mending roll or something, and you can tell that the guy in green is just kind of trying to keep you talking, and he's like, "What happened between you and this Striga?"
I raise my crossbow at the other guy and I say, hands where I can see them. I see you casting.
And he's like, "I'm trying to stop
Shut
this."
up. Do you want the gold or not? I'll keep fighting you. I'm not afraid of you.
We don't want any gold. Our friends will be here in a moment, and they'll kill you like they did your two companions. Oh, by the way, fish in the river, can you make a death save for me?
This is not a good spot to be in.
Do I?
Just tell me if it's 11 or above. You just roll a d20 and tell me if it's 11 or above.
It's a failure.
Okay, so that's 1x on your death saves. You're a little closer to death. I just thought with all this conversation, we had never gotten to your turn. So, okay. And so he's like, so what are you going to do when the red wave and 4 more sorcerers come running through that door, along with a hill giant?
Bick is looking at Kina back and forth.
I think we'll handle that when we get there. Right now, you have a bigger problem, as I also have a crossbow aimed at him.
And the one in red is like, I can whip off a spell in seconds. I'm not afraid of a couple crossbow bolts. And he pulls one out of his armor and tosses it to the ground.
While we're talking, can Bick casually try to drink a health potion that she has?
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Yeah, can I do like a lay on hands on myself as we're talking?
So luckily, lay on hands does work on yourself, and I think you can just it just emanates from you. So there's really no way for them to notice you doing it or stop you. So cool. Yes, you may lay on hands and heal yourself some. But Bick, how did your stealth roll go?
I got a 21.
Oh shit! And they did not notice this. So Bick, you kind of like act like you're saying something else, and you quickly gulp down a health potion. And this one is I'm afraid it's just a regular potion of healing. So you only heal. Let's see, it's 2d4 plus 4 HP.
I think that'll be plenty.
And these guys are like, time is on our side. You're both dead. You might as well surrender.
Never!
Okay, roll initiative again.
Right. Ray.
So much for Mexican standoff. It's happening again. Let's see. My sorcerers have a 9. And how did you ladies do? How did Kina do?
10.
Kina's at 10. And how'd you do, Bick?
17. So much better than last time.
Bick, nice work at 17. And Bick, you go first.
Well, at least
Kina
you got
goes,
like
never! And talking time is over.
Round of healing,
I'm actually going to put Grinson, I'm not Grinson, I'm going to put Fish into this order, and that will let us know when Fish needs to make another death save. Okay. Bick, your turn. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm still up on this big jug, and I think, I'm just gonna be like, all right, never. And I'm gonna shoot my crossbow bolt at the red one.
Okay,
who
great.
killed Brinson.
Go for it.
Please, 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 please. 16?
16 is a hit.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
8 damage.
8 damage. He now drops to one knee.
Yes.
Crossbow bolts hurt, don't they?
Vengeance.
Should have given up when you had the chance.
Yes, he does feel that way now. Okay, and now we come to Kina. It is your turn.
All right, where is this other sorcerer? I see the one that had the.
Do you see
they're
them?
both there. They're right there, close. Okay.
They're right there.
So the one directly in front of me, I am going to slash him with my longsword.
Okay, great. You move up.
With a divine smite. As well. So that is to hit. Is 18 to hit.
18 to hit is a hit.
Go, Kina.
All right.
Go, Kina.
So that
Go.
is 10 points of slashing damage plus with a divine smite
Yes.
is an added 10 points of radiant damage.
She's doing it.
So, you're like, never! And then Kina just flaps forward with her bat wings and just rips this guy open, rips his suit open, interrupts his little spell casting gestures, and blood spills onto the tiles. And now it's their turn, everybody. It's their turn, and they are none too happy. This guy is casting Burning Hands against you, Kina. And let's see how that goes. Burning Hands. It is a 15-foot cone, and you must make a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 fire damage, Kina.
All right.
The DC is 15.
I do not make it. However, I am resistant to fire damage, so is that halved?
Ooh, yeah, you half it. He should have known better than to throw fire at a tiefling. By the way, if you were hit by a flame, Scorching Ray earlier, that was fire as well. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I just didn't clock it.
that's okay. Go ahead and I don't know. I forget. This is how I fudge things sometimes. Give yourself like 6 points of health back, and then this
right.
was only a total of this was 6, so you only take 3 damage from this.
Okay.
So that's a net 2, I believe. Okay, so he's not having a lot of luck against you, and then his friend attacks Bick because he's far enough away. I think he can see up onto the platform. And this is the smart one, though. He doesn't use fire toward these tanks. He's trying to save things from exploding. So what can he use? Oh dear, he's kind of out of ideas. Shit. Well, he's got 2 5th level slots. So he's using a cone of cold against her. The thing that killed Grinson.
Oh boy.
Here it comes.
I make a save, right?
Oh yeah, you make a save. That's right. Forgive me. So your save is going to be a Constitution save.
Okay, got a +1. Oh, 18 total.
Guess what? That succeeds.
Yes.
Which means I think you only take half damage. So here comes the damage. When I roll this many dice, I have to use a dice roller online, so I'm not holding handfuls of dice. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you only take 14 cold damage.
That's still a lot.
No, I know. Things are bad for everyone right now. Things are not good. That's their turn. And every round I'm going to now start rolling for their backup because, they did send somebody out to get it. So now, this turn, if they roll 15 or above on a D20, that means the backup shows up. They didn't roll 15 or above, but next turn it's just going to be an 11 or above. So you guys get another turn to act, but first I need Fish to make another death save.
Ooh, I rolled an 18.
An 18 is a success.
Yes.
So you have one fail, one success.
Come on, team. Come on, team.
Here comes Bick. Come on, Bick.
All right. Bick is so pissed at this guy. This fucking guy just casting Cone of Cold, also trying to kill her. She's going to leap off of this barrel back onto the ground, level with him, and do one of those jumping rolls toward him. And as she rolls up from her somersault, he went down to his knee. She grabs his knee with one hand and slices his Achilles with her dagger. And I'm going to attack against him.
Go ahead. And that was such a cool description. And you have such momentum that you can attack with advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
That was still nat 20.
Holy shit, really?
Second roll, nat 20.
Nice.
You slice his Achilles tendon. He kind of goes, back. And because it was a nat 20, guys, he falls into the vat of dragon blood.
Burning in blood.
And that is Bick's turn. Bick, you got some revenge. We've got two vengeance-driven ladies here. Kina,
as a bonus, sorry, I'm just going to run and go to Fish because I have a feeling Fish might need me with a healing potion. So that's my bonus.
That's a good idea. Kina, it's your turn. What do you do?
Let's see. There's one more sorcerer in front of me. All right, I am going to use my last spell slot to do the same thing. I'm going to attack him with my longsword and then cast Divine Smite on him.
Good idea. Okay, go ahead and give me that attack.
So 21 to hit for the longsword.
That's a hit.
That is 10 points of slashing damage. And 7 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Okay. He's really hurting. The radiant damage scintillates all over him, and you can see him like the light is blinding his eyes. And he has only one last move, but it's not his turn yet. Oh, now it is. Now it is his turn. So he is going to also cast Dimension Door and try to get out of here. Yep.
Dick.
And he does so. He disappears. And after he disappears, you guys don't need a perception roll to hear something outside.
We got to get out of here.
Yep.
Okay.
I pour a healing potion into Fish's mouth as a free action.
Fish, let's see what kind of potion it is. Yeah, that's a good potion. So you get a greater healing potion. That's a potion that is worth 44 plus 4 HP returned to you, Fish.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now my question is, how are you getting out of here?
I think we should keep with our original plan that we're workers and we should run from the scene and be like, the intruders are in there.
Yes.
This is a huge gamble. So, are you going to try it?
Wait, but there's no other exit, right? Like we've seen this entire place.
Well, I tell you what. Let me roll, and if I roll an 11 or above this time, then they're here, and it's too late. But if I don't roll that, then you have time to kind of look around a little bit.
We could hide in the locker room.
I rolled a 3, so you have a little bit of time to look around. You could hide in the lockers. Yes, you could. You could do something else that distracts them or keeps them out and gives you more time. You could, tell me what you do.
Okay. Yeah, can I do a perception check to see like best course? This is like thief thinking, like what is the best course really fast?
Not a perception check to know the best course of action. That sounds pretty powerful. What about an investigation check to notice something, or a perception check to maybe notice something? But you gotta tell me what part of the room you're looking at here.
Okay, fair. Okay.
Fish, you had an idea? Fish, you're conscious now.
Yeah, Fish wants to look around in the area where all of the pipes that are draining the blood into the pool to see if there's anything else in that area, like maybe an entrance or,
Excellent. Fish, you walk over here to where the pipes are draining the blood into the pool, and you may give me a investigation or perception check. What part of the room are you looking at, Bick?
I mean, I could assist Fish if we feel, because I think that's a good idea, like the vents or something, because it's got to be coming from somewhere.
Great. Guys, excellent. So give me, and Keena, you're going to join them too. And you guys, why don't you make with advantage, Fish, that investigation or perception check?
I rolled an 17.
17. Okay, guess what? You realize that there is sort of some piping here. There is sort of like an access tunnel to kind of to work on these pipes where they go across the compound. Because let me show you the compound. I'm gonna move the players over to this map. So if you look, the compound, there are these pipes that go all the way across to the temple. And so the only problem is these pipes are like bolted into the wall. And so I'm going to roll one more time for that backup while you guys give me a strength roll. And if you are all helping, whoever rolls it can roll it with advantage.
Who has the most strength? Probably
I got a +2. I don't know if that...
Yeah, I've got the same. It doesn't matter. I'll assist.
Fish goes for it.
Okay.
Fish, roll with advantage. Your friends are helping you.
I get a 19.
A 19 is enough, and you finally pop off this access hatch just as you hear, they're over here, get them, as enemies pour into the front of the drug lab. You guys all start crawling through this tunnel, and it's so hot because all around you the dragon blood is like flowing into the drug lab, and you are now kind of moving through this tunnel across the compound. Where to next?
Can we make sure that the last person put the latch, the cover back on the latch?
What a very, very smart cat. And so 2 furry hands come out and reattaches the hatch.
And maybe Fish off in the other side of the room, you just see like an icy melting hand like fall and shatter on the ground.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Wow.
Brother.
What a brutal episode. Wow.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe I killed a character. I can't believe you guys played it really smart. Their spells were just really nasty.
I feel like this is the most planned out I've ever done, like a little side mission with like a D&D group, and yet everything went awry.
Yeah.
Everything went awry, but you guys got some items there. You got some potions, and some of those might be important. You got the black potion, which is the black rainbow drug. You got some healing potions, which ended up being clutch. And you got this purple potion, which you haven't identified yet. Might be important later. And you also found out a lot of things about the compound and what's going on. So next time we come back, maybe we'll see the Pleasure Dome. Maybe we'll see the temple. I don't know. We can find out next time. But I want to thank my players. What an incredible job you all did. And let's especially pour one out for Grinson.
Pour a cup of smoky tea out. Of your ceramic cup.
Although we've come to the end of the road.
Yes. Half elves, 2 men, and I think maybe if there's only one more thing, like if you, I don't know, maybe like in the shuffle from his pack, there's like just a little notebook where he's like where those cards that he was giving all of you came from. And maybe like on the back of one of you might never even notice it, but on the back of yours, Bick's, maybe if you put dust on it, you'd see the palimpsest of what was written there previously, and it's like, my dear, out for a bit of work. Be back when I can. Yours, G.
Oh. Yeah, maybe Bick, takes it out of her pocket in the future, and it's all rubbed from where, and she sees it down the line. Oh man.
You got to avenge him, guys. You got to avenge him. And if I know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, now that Ross's main character has been destroyed, he can make a fun character. I feel like every time like someone's like really cool barbarian dies, they're like, okay, fuck it, I'm a turtle artificer now.
Yeah, I'm a fucking banana man. I don't know.
Yeah. Is Banana Man a new class? I think they released it with Ravenloft. Thank you, Clare Grant, Noura Ibrahim, Sydney Amanuel, and Ross Bryant. You guys were incredible. We'll have you back here next week. We'll meet Ross's new character, and we will explore more of Temple Bay and get revenge for Grimson.
Avenge me.
Revenge.
Vengeance. Hashtag vengeance, everybody. Good night and good luck.
Hashtag my vengeance is valid.
My vengeance is valid.